Just kill me now. I grow impatient with this existence.
That's not a problem. Is there somewhere where you would like to go after you die? Or are you gonna wake up, like, right after you die?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, and are you gonna wake up like a baby, so we have like 20 years before we have to worry about you again?
Or you like a zombie, straight away, just up and at him.
You might come back like as a dog.
Please kill me now. End this paltry
What if you come back as like a
existence.
fish and then you're just kind of screwed and stuck in the water?
Yeah, or like a penguin, and he's like a bird that can't fly, but
And
it
he's
can
just
only
like stuck
swim.
waddling
that's
around.
true.
It's so sad. Digit by
You can
digit.
get sent off on your way to whatever asshole you think you're going to. But he could make it very uncomfortable.
He could just like, strip you of all your limbs and then leave you hanging, not dead.
I once saw him kill a man with his taint.
With his own taint.
Roll an intimidation check.
The taint intimidation.
So, you see,
Ew.
Please. Balsamic vinaigrettes.
17.
17.
He tanked intimidated.
With missing the eye.
All right, good.
Can I turn to the side and go, how was that?
You hear the voice creep up and say, "Now we see eye to eye."
I don't see you anywhere.
The aura of shadow from the blade retracts, and the the blade becomes just an onyx blade. It appears to have rescinded its presence.
Be shy.
I'm sorry, it's like the odd couple.
Craven Edge and Grog!
Oh man, I so badly want to fix that sword to save Grog, but at the same time, I don't.
Pub here.
Who's leading the pub crawl?
Wait, hold
Percy.
on, hold on. Hold on.
What?
I'm yelping it.
Oh.
No?
I feel so much better for every terrible thing I've said today.
Oh,
No?
oh God.
That was the worst.
No?
That was the worst
This is
one
so
you've ever
awful.
said.
Oh no!
You're gonna lose experience points for
I
this
feel like my
one.
intelligence went down one.
There's no rule set for like reverse inspiration, but I'm gonna start looking into designing that.
The entire party's intelligence goes to 1.
Any help? Count on us.
Whitestone. That place has been kind of dour as of late.
Coming, I tell you that much.
It's a new
Really
market for
turning
you.
around.
New
Really
market.
turning around.
You can turn a coin and do right by the world. They are in need, and that place is going to explode. I'm telling you.
It's true.
Can I get another drink, please?
They're even then
I'll go
changing
get
the
one.
name. They're making it more hip. It's gonna be called Wisto now. It's great. Just shortening it.
Another for her as well.
She's had one drink.
Putting in
day.
combos is great.
All day,
All
one
day.
drink.
When do we tell her
And it
that's
was
a Shirley
kombucha.
Temple?
Look, it's been fermenting for a while.
So hammered off this cherry juice, you guys.
So
And
I'll stay in the dungeon. They can
I
stay
would
in
rather
my
a large bed if Kaylie would like to take that. I could sleep on the floor. That's
You
fine.
invited them to stay because you want to bone Kaylie?
What, are you really
Excuse me,
cock
not to
blocking
just
right
say
now?
that out loud,
Are you
please.
cock blocking in the keep?
As you're saying this, Kaylee's just watching this with a smirk on her face. Well, I'm not one to turn down a soft bed for an evening.
Yeah, can't wreck that game. Why don't you invite little pickpocket to sleep with you? So you can keep an eye on him, doesn't steal stuff. Where are you going, perv?
Where you going, perv?
Pulls out the chair and the table in the far end of the bedroom, sits down and begins to pour glasses of wine and sits across. You guys have drinks and begin various conversations about. She's that good of a flute player.
Well, I'm flattered, and you have quite a lot of talent for just having played with the troupe for 6 months. I was impressed back there.
Thank you very much. You know, I've heard most of these stories. My mother. Sybil.
Who?
Sybil. A fine gnomish lass. She was some years ago. She came across a smooth silver-tongued flautist who blew through like the wind and disappeared. Took her innocence with a promise, then vanished just as suddenly. Left her a child to raise on the income of a quilter, she did. Now, growing up, I hear tale and tale of your musical feats, as my mother took on a third job to support us. A few bad harvests just south of Silvercut. Being the only tiny female fair folk in such a rural town means being preyed upon, so I learned to use a blade quickly. And to wield my charm just as viciously. Seems that runs in the family, eh?
I
practiced. I stole. Lied about my age and eventually paid my way into the Duke's College so I can find you. Prove you a scoundrel. This day, Scanlan Shorthalt, I beat you at your own song. Now I come to take your dignity. Now take up your sword.
First of all, Kaylie, it's so wonderful to meet you.
Don't try it on me.
No! Listen, I have my faults, for sure, but I didn't know that you existed. I would have come to visit, I would have come to meet you. How can you fault me for something that I did not know about?
Do you even remember Sybil?
I mean, could you describe her a little more detailed?
Yikes.
Make a,
Oh man.
just make a wisdom check.
Yeah, it's really a lot of handsy sort of. I mean, I think I remember her quite well. I was a scoundrel, you're right.
You are a scoundrel.
I have been in past moments in my life a scoundrel.
Do you even realize you nearly invited your daughter up to sleep with you?
I mean,
You
feel
don't
like
care.
I wouldn't have let it go that far.
You have no boundaries.
And I don't know why I'm this way. I must need to do a lot of soul searching to come up with an answer, but there is a woman who I love very dearly and who I would do anything for, and I'm trying to be a better person. I haven't been to a whorehouse in months. That's a big step for me. Big step. I know that sounds callous and cruel, but I've tried to be a better person. I'm only sorry that I didn't know it. If there's anything I can do for you from now on, if you are truly my blood, I will. Because among my many faults, ego is certainly one of them, and knowing you're part of me makes me love you even more.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage for that speech.
Persuasion check?
With advantage.
It won't matter.
Is there a manipulation check?
32.
No shit, it won't matter.
Veins in her neck tensing.
I slowly
quivering.
unbutton my shirt and show her my chest and say, "Stab me right here if you'd like, and I will not resist. You've earned it. Take me."
You see the tear begin to roll down her cheek as her jaw clenches. And she thrusts forward. And rolls a natural one.
A natural
Oh,
one.
a natural one.
As she goes to strike towards you, even in that moment, her will falters and the blade just falls limp. It hits your chest, and you feel the piercing of something pushing into your flesh, but no more than maybe half an inch, as there's no real force behind the blade. And as the hand releases her weapon, it clatters to the ground as her momentum carries her arms around your shoulders.
Oh man.
As she holds you there, her kind of tousled, short pixie brown hair, you can feel the wetness across the back of your neck, and you just hear her voice trembling in your ear say, "I want to go for a walk. I need some fresh air." And she closes the door behind her.
I just sit for a moment and think about everything. Try to remember more about Sybil.
It's a lot of faces blurring.
Yeah.
You worked your way through a lot of Tal'Duri in those days. You
Yeah, you did.
Yes. She was. Yes, I think, she wasn't that giant. No, she was, okay. And I have a very restless night thinking about everything in my room.
okay? And with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a bathroom break.
Amazing, amazing!
Oh, good.
Sam Regal, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Oh, you avoided a showdown in your bedroom.
With my daughter.
He was ready to.
We're more than happy to help. You being such fine host to us, it's the least we could do.
He kind of leans over to Kent and you can read lips.
I can read lips. What did he say?
So as he leans over, he says, Kent, you better go get the box.
Thank you so much. I open it up and count it.
Okay. It'll take you a little while. You're counting through, and you're starting to get towards the bottom of it. You've gotten to about roughly the 3,500, 4,000 gold section. Before Kent comes up to you behind and takes a small satchel and empties it into the chest as well, and goes, and that as well. Sorry. Yeah. Keeping it separate, so in case
we got robbed. Or
right,
something.
you wouldn't lose everything.
That's so kind of you.
Thinking ahead.
What nice friends you have, Scanlan.
Well, you
They're
know,
so giving.
they're cool.
How was last night, huh? Pretty wild. Thank God the walls were made of stone.
So,
I don't like them at all.
We taking the bear or leaving the bear?
Jan, what are we gonna do?
Fucking taking the
All right,
fucking
let's go.
bear.
Just a simple.
That's my whole fighting fucking thing. Is I have a fucking bear. That's the whole point of the class that I took. I keep the bear.
What kind of class? Have you
With
been
me.
going to night school?
Yeah, classes. Writing, creative writing.
Creative writing. Emon Community College.
Yeah. I'm learning things every day.
Everyone says words. I don't know what all these words mean. What's a douchebag?
We can remember how to get back to that house, right?
yeah.
Just skate over that one.
Okay.
And during that whole exchange, I've just been changing cloaks. I'm putting on the red one. Great.
Okay.
Subtle.
He's got like 17.
So
I
stealthy
don't
now.
need to be subtle. I'm just standing around. You guys are arguing. He's making a fool of you. I'm just changing my clothes.
Actually, I
Does he-
think
do
if
you
you would
just-
be so kind as to just
I have 17 cloaks.
work the game.
Do you bring around one of those like
Clothing.
Wardrobe racks?
yeah, rolling wardrobe racks?
Yeah,
with
it's on
clothes on?
wheels. It's on wheels. It's functional.
It bobbles on the cobblestones.
I don't have to track it.
So you guys went, shh, follow me.
They smush up to about the size of a cabbage. It's really all right.
And just add your dexterity.
I'm gonna
Here it
inspire
comes.
her
Okay, go for it.
with a limerick.
There's no way this is not good.
All right, I'm gonna inspire her. There once was a gnome with a mace, who had an adorable face. She never would bed me, but I hope she won't forget me, 'cause oh, how I do love the chase.
That is a real easy D10 inspiration die to Mike.
It's a panty dropper, as Sam would say.
I would.
So go ahead and roll D20. Add just your dexterity modifier.
Sam's a friend of ours.
Okay.
I did today.
As Keyleth waves her hand, now the entire force cage just vanishes into the air.
Oh, did you guys see that?
Yeah.
I was like in an aquarium.
It was kind of fun to
Yeah.
watch.
An aquarium of death.
You were like a dick in a box.
More of a globe, but yeah, no, that works.
Oh wow.